Well, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning, good
That came
morning, good
quick.
morning. It is a magnificent Monday, a beautiful day to be empowered. Ladies, how was the weekend?
Wonderful. Just
Okay.
wonderful.
My jaws are still about sore from smiling so hard. So I'm trying to get my jaws back together.
Oh, good. It's a difficult place to be in. Hey, yes.
No, a
You,
great weekend. We hope everybody else had a phenomenal weekend, enjoyed it. I know
Yes.
it was a lot of rain going on.
Yeah. That's true.
Storms. I pray everybody was safe and family was safe. And
Yes.
everybody's ready to turn this week out. It is the third week of March.
is it third?
And that's
Yes,
It's
something.
it is. Be
Jeez,
St.
that went by
Patrick's Day.
quick.
Hey, I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. We ain't got
it was
nobody to green on. Do
Saturday.
you have a green? No, today is the 17th.
It's today.
It's today,
It
yes.
is.
Do you have a
Oh,
green
I
on?
just happen to have green on just because I have
Oh,
green.
green?
It
Well, that's
Hey,
wasn't
good.
on purpose. I
You
know
just
nothing about it. But
you said
hey,
you didn't know nothing about it, but you were in sync without even knowing it. So hey,
without
it
even
is what
know.
it is.
Come on.
Morning,
Green yard, give
everybody.
me a thumbs up.
there you go.
How is it?
Mm-mm. You're going too far there.
Cynthia said good, miraculous, marvelous morning to you all. I love
Huh?
that. Good, miraculous, because God is still in the miracle making business, baby. So listen, you
Yes.
need to make sure that you realize that God is still guiding. Just as
Yes.
we
Yeah.
say, life is life and God is guiding. Don't forget that part. We're so quick to
Ooh,
talk about life is life, but I'm telling you, when you understand that God is doing His thing, that God is not has not left you, He has not forsaken you, He is still here. He still got you covered from the front, the
Mm-hmm.
back, the sides, the top, and the bottom. You're
Mm-hmm.
surrounded with His love. You're surrounded with His grace. You're surrounded with His mercy. When you get that in your spirit, then you already know. What am I worried about? I'm not
yes.
stressed out for anything. I'm not going to be worried about anything because guess
Amen.
what? God got me.
Yes.
Always.
No matter what it looks like, God got
Always.
me.
That's
Always.
why you need to know it's Magnet Monday.
There
I'm a
you go.
magnet. God's blessings just stick on me. They don't move, they just stay right there. It's a magnet all over my heart, my mind, my body, my soul. A magnet is sticking on me that no matter what happens, we went back to we have to know. And
Yes.
we know with all of our heart that God got us. So, magnet, thank you for our magnets that God continue to stay with us. He'll never leave us nor forsake us. He will never step away from us. He
Mm-hmm.
supplies all your needs, sis. All your needs.
All.
All of
Oh,
them. I don't care which one it is. We will never lack anything. You
Nothing.
have to know this without a shadow of doubt. Don't
That's
look
true.
at what the world is doing. I know the
Tell them,
storms are
sis.
coming.
Tell them, sis.
One day it's sunny, today is cool, tomorrow is this and that. Whatever the world wants to do, that's on y'all.
Thank you.
I'm not of this world. So
Thank
know
you.
it. Good morning, Reverend Pat. Yes, good.
oh,
Know it, know it, know it. We have to know that this week is the week that we've been praying for.
Yes.
This is the week that someone can put the keys in your hands, like literally hand you a keys and say, because I want to bless you. You know how many people watching you that's ready to bless you? You don't even have no idea of the people that's watching you, that God has you on their mind and they're ready to be a blessing to you. They're just making sure you can handle the blessing. So it is for real. You watch how you move, watch what you say, how you operate, how you do. Don't mess up your blessings because you ain't got tempered. Your mind ain't got triggered. Don't do that. I promise you.
Tell them.
God is using his people to bless us.
Favored week, honey. Fresh favored week. God's mercies are new every day. I love that because you got to be consistent. And that's what most people are looking for, consistency in anybody. You know what I'm saying? You get with somebody, and you know, when you get with somebody brand new, you know, everything lovely, everything fresh. I want to talk all the time. You know, they doing everything right, because they're trying to get you. But the thing about this, don't give me and then fall off. I need you to be consistent. And that's the same thing in anything that we do. If you're gonna be fun and love going places and doing things when we get together, don't get to the place where you don't want to do nothing later on.
Exactly.
You know
exactly. It's so funny you said that, Angela. People try to switch up. Alexia, I was going out on a date and Alexia said, y'all gonna go eat crab legs? I said, and yes, she said, you gonna eat crab legs in front of him. He is not no God. I'm gonna crack these crab legs.
And dip it in the butter.
Wait a minute. And we'll pull it out. Thank you. And keep it moving and don't care. Because
I need to know. To know exactly. You need to know exactly who you get.
Exactly. Butter popping and
tell them that's the truth.
Like,
you need butter popping and everything. Farika said right, and it's like, good morning, Miss Patricia. This is the thing. We're not using a crack. I'm gonna take my hand and crack and pop it.
And then I'm gonna take my teeth and crack on over there.
Thank you. Let's get it going. Shoot.
What you think we're gonna stand up and I'm gonna need you to know how much I appreciate these crab legs, but I'm not trying to be cute with it.
No,
we ain't got time to be cute.
Listen, I'm trying to get fed. I'm not going home hungry.
Yes, I want the big bag, Regina. I want the bag that has the lobster, the crab, the shrimp, the sausage.
You deserve with the boiled eggs and everything, babe. I need the whole kit and caboodle, babe. We're not leaving nothing on the table. Listen, Farika said, forget the cracker, girl. It take too long. Yes, baby.
Yes, it take way too long. Way too long.
Look, and your hands all juicy, you still grabbing your juice and you're drinking it
in the kitchen, baby, and give it to somebody else. I don't need it over here. I'm gonna use these hands and I'm gonna pop these crab legs and we can enjoy and have a good conversation. And butter gonna be popping everywhere, and it's gonna be okay.
Because they wishing they was popping while you popping. They wish
that fake and phony mess is for the birds. Do not try and then he like, when I met you, you wouldn't doubt it. No, when you met me, you knew.
Listen, what is that? Look, don't be trying to order a salad when you know you want a big rib eye, a fillet. Don't do that. Don't have people thinking, oh, she don't really even do. Oh, she's so quiet. Oh, she don't really.
She's so pretty. He already likes you. Look, his response is, you so sassy and bossy.
And I love it.
And that's the truth. Because if I'm
going
to eat,
I'm to love who you are. Love you as you are. And you know what? Today,
I'm like, this go round. You're not getting that one that's trying to pretend. You should have caught me years ago.
Years ago.
This one that love her. This one that love her.
We showing up nothing.
Look, and act like you don't want to take me home. That's fine. Uber, come get me.
Because not only do you have the money for your Uber, you also have the money for your meal too. Truth be told.
That part.
That
part. With whatever I order. Look, trust that I can get it.
Yes,
trust that I'm gonna pay for it.
You know how people be like, well, I'm going on a date, so I get to order up.
No,
why aren't you ordering up when you by yourself? You should invest. Order up just like you do with yourself. You shouldn't have to wait on a date for somebody to take you out on a nice date and have a nice meal. Go invest in yourself. Take yourself out on dates. Enjoy yourself. I was buying the big bag from the beginning. I was eating the big bag when it was just me. and nobody's sitting over there and was enjoying it. So don't we have this wait mindset. Oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna go
yeah.
here when I'm gonna do this when I'm gonna do this when.
Now,
Now,
now.
But what are we talking about today, Angela?
listen, let's get on into it. I wanted to talk about, Cynthia said, yes, absolutely, babe. I'm doing me first
Yeah.
and foremost. Do y'all remember? It's a little Christmas song that used to be like, "Do you see what I see?
Yep.
Oh
Do
yes.
you hear what I hear?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about that, and I was like, do you see what I see when I
Ooh.
am looking at you? Do you see what I see when I see you? I see greatness. I
Yes.
see untapped potential. I see your creativity. I see $1 billion mindset. I see you showing up because you have gifts and talents. I see that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I see you. But do you see what I see? Do you see yourself like that? Do you see yourself as God sees you? But
Mm-hmm.
then I want to take it a step further and reverse that and say, do you see what I see? You staying in being comfortable. You not operating at your fullest potential. You holding back and not doing what God told you to do. You playing it safe when you need to take a risk. You feeling like you're not worthy. I see you playing yourself small.
Yeah.
I see you downplaying. Somebody said, "Oh, I love what you have on." You're like, "Oh, girl, this thing I've had."
Yes. Oh my gosh. I've been
Say,
correcting
thank
people.
you. It's a duality of humanity that
Yeah.
Yes.
we will
It's
be
that
one way
8%.
and you can be, it's like the angel on one side, the devil on the other. The angel is saying, you got to go for it. You're doing it. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You're awesome. You're incredible. And the devil is saying, you ain't all that.
Yes.
And
And
Who
he
gonna
that's
will
take
come
you?
back
Who gonna
at
that's
you
pick
like,
you?
true.
Nobody
That
wants
happens.
you.
That
It's the
happens.
duality of humanity and how we show up in life. You know what I'm saying? Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear yourself, saying, girl, I'm going to go out here and close this deal, or I'm going to write this book, or I'm going to get this new house, or I'm going to
Right.
do this, I'm going to do that. Or do you hear the part of you that says, child, they ain't going to select me. I might as well not even apply. Or I don't
come
even
on.
think,
Angela,
I mean, he's a
let's
good
talk
guy. He's
about it.
probably too good for me. Do you hear what I hear? I hear you talking negative to yourself. I
Yes.
hear you already talking yourself out of the deal before you even go up to the table to even
Yes.
negotiate. I hear you already thinking it's not going to work out for your good.
Right.
I hear you already worrying and stressed out and overwhelmed because they gave you a bad report. I hear you
Yes.
saying
Mm-hmm.
negative when you should be saying a positive. So do you hear what
Exactly.
I hear? Sometimes you get so caught up in saying things and believing things and thinking things and doing things, you don't even realize that you're self-sabotaging yourself.
Yes.
Exactly. I
You
hear I'm
don't realize.
chosen. I hear, I see that I'm chosen.
Mhm.
So when we walk in the room, you already know I'm chosen for this.
Yeah. And you have to know how to combat that. When that voice
Yes.
starts speaking, you have to tell it. If you don't tell it to shut up, then
I'm
it
telling
doesn't
you.
know to shut up. It knows to keep. And all it takes is a little bitty crack. It don't even need the crack completely open. All
Exactly.
it needs is that little bitty crack.
Yes.
An ant can get into any little crack,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mhm.
don't even know what happened. I don't even
Exactly.
know what happened. It just came over me, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Oh no, no, no! I'm not doing this. This ain't
And I'm glad you
immediately."
said about an ant, because you know how sometimes you can see one ant and you just like
Right.
you just like
No,
this
it's
is one
they got
ant.
a whole
But
cleaning
next
with them.
thing you know, girl, 3 or 4 days later, baby, it's a whole army of ants because
They
they have
take
brought in. They were
over.
like, we found the crack in here, and that's how the
Exactly.
enemy works. It takes, because I said you have innate potential, because we all have the potential. God has
Oh,
given
Hmm.
us all everything that we need is inside of you, but then you
every
have the
one of us.
inner struggle. So
Yep.
your potential is at war against your struggle mentality. You want to have
Mm-hmm.
the struggle story makes people, commiserate with you. You know, when they say misery loves company, they love to hear the
Exactly.
struggle story. They
Oh
really
yeah,
they cheer for you. They want you to win. Do they really? Because they love your struggle story.
And
yes.
they
That's
have the
what
poor
they're in.
me mindset. Who wants to have a poor me mindset?
Thank you.
And they
No,
Oh,
used to hearing the poor me.
I
So
know.
yes. The
they
poor
just
man's
don't
company.
come.
The
They
poor
like,
man's
don't
like,
be different with me. Don't be come
Right.
and try to be different with me. You,
or you know
if
how
somebody tell you don't come being different to me, that means they're telling you, get out of my way. I don't believe in anything you saying. I
That's
don't
true.
see what you see.
That's
So
true.
why are you sharing your great story or how you feel? You know how you can feel so good
Right.
about, oh, I just went out on it and I really like him. And you know, you ready to talk, and they're like,
They're
okay,
offended already.
uh-huh. And you just sit here like,
Like, what?
I thought you was gonna be excited for me, girl. You always talking about you had a good day. You always
See?
talking
See?
about you like, oh, who is
what
it
about
now?
the ones where you're just like they're like how and everything? You're like, girl, I'm good. Everything is good over there. Tell me the truth.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
Right.
yes.
What?
Like that's a lie.
And you know what? If it's not your truth, then they are working on it becoming their truth. So let
Exactly.
them speak
They
that
say it.
greatness.
They're speaking it. They're speaking it into
Yes, let
existence.
them speak those greatness, even if you don't even see them at the finish line yet. Go ahead and let them speak that. And if God, now when God tells you this, I see that you speak, it's just the way you can still say it. If you feel like in her heart she's still tearing, you can
Right.
still be like, okay, I see you speaking greatness. But how is things really okay? You know, you can frame it in a way where it's still, but I say you still got to be, because God might not want you to know what's going on inside, or maybe they're
And you
not
can
ready
also
to
flip it
share it
around.
with
You
you.
can also flip it around because if they're saying, so, well, I'm so happy that everything is going great for you. You're walking in your purpose, that you're seeing everything that you want. Because then it's making you think, well, dang, why am I even lying?
Oh, that's good, Regina. That's good.
You have to switch it because, oh,
Yes.
you, okay, well, then you know what? Let me exalt what you're trying to say because if it's true, then it's going to amplify. If not, then it's going to reflect right back to you.
That's good. That's good. And
That's
you know,
good.
another example is when I love when I'm doing an interview with somebody and
Mm-hmm.
they will say, so tell me a little bit about you. Oh, I'm ready to take this job. I have studied this job. I know this job. I'm the woman for you. Like, I love when they come, like, come on, sis. Because it changed my mind immediately
Uh-huh.
because they have already taken ownership. When people just sitting there like, yeah, I'm a great person. I think when they say I think
Oh,
I'm
God.
capable, I think you still in the thinking mode, girl. You at the table now. You're sitting right here at the table, and you still talking about I think. You should have did that last week. You
You was
at the
thinking
table
yesterday.
now.
You should know today.
Yes, you walk in here with your head up,
Say
ready
it,
to
sis.
take this job. What's your next level? Where do you see you going? Oh, I'm gonna take your job. You didn't
Thank
walk in
you.
there
Look,
and tell
what
them.
exactly do you do? Because I'm preparing myself
Right.
for that. Miss Phyllis that
Right.
calls those
Right.
things that be not as though they are. When you
Yeah.
are sitting in front of somebody and you have the opportunity to get this job, you are the person who's supposed to
Uh-huh.
speak highly of yourself. You are the person who's supposed to let them know that, baby, you let me go out this door and you
Right.
don't give me the job if you want to.
It's gonna be
You
shame on
messed
you.
Exactly.
up. It's your loss. It's not mine. That's how you should be in life. It's your loss, not mine. You mess it. You fumble the ball. You fumble the bag with me, baby. That's your loss. It's not mine.
And Angela, it happens. I recall making an offer, like doing it's a rejection call, but doing it
Okay.
in a nice way. And the lady was like, "Oh, okay, thank you. It's your loss. If y'all don't see the greatness and y'all not ready for what
Go
I'm
ahead.
bringing to the table,
Go
then
ahead.
she went in. If y'all are not ready for me, then I understand. Some companies gonna see the right company's gonna see me, gonna value me, and be ready to make me an offer. I was just sitting on this phone like this, like,
That, dude, that did not make you think, dang, did we mess up? What?
and
Maybe
I feel like
we
we
the wrong
did.
person.
Now that we're in it, I feel like we should have brought her in. We should have selected her. I do feel like it now, but it's our loss now. She went on by her business. I'm
Honey,
sure
yeah, she done went
in
on
the
about the
right fit.
business.
Exactly.
But the comeback, she came to me, because if I'm at another company and I see that name come across, or if we get another opportunity and I see her name come across, she the
You know
first
her
one I'm
already.
gonna call.
You already know her just because of how she left. She left an
Regina,
imprint.
she the first one I'm gonna call, the very
Thank you.
first one.
Because you can work with
You.
an ambitious person. You can't work with a lazy person.
Thank you. Oh,
Right.
and you don't want to work with somebody who's not sure of themselves and
Right.
they let you see that. Because if you're not sure of you,
Oh
I
shoot.
can't be sure of you. I
Right.
need to be able to bet on the fact that if I left and had to go do some things, you got it.
You
You
got
got
it.
it.
And if you be like, I think so. Now I got to stay around and
Yes.
make sure it gets done. Versus somebody said, baby, go do what you got to do because I got this. Oh,
Yes.
you got
But that's in
it?
every relationship.
Yeah.
In
You can use
anything,
this in every relationship in your life. Every
baby.
Yeah.
ship.
In
The
every
only way
single
the
thing.
ship can keep going is that you have to know, you know what, sis? If you down, it's okay. I'm over here praying for you. I'm keeping you covered. I got your back. You know,
Right.
when you know your sis is sick, you come over to their house, you clean their house, you make sure they have food, you make sure that they good, because they're not at a good place right now. When people call you, how is such and such? She good. You don't even share no information with them. You like, she good. A cut. Because you know, if everybody can't believe like y'all, like what y'all believing on full healing. So when
Yeah.
people start calling, asking how somebody doing, you like, they great, great rising queens. Yes, show up with the confidence, already believing in yourself. No need of walking around timid, not self-aware of your abilities,
That's right.
not
That's
Come
right.
on,
self-aware of your
Chantel.
abilities.
Self-awareness is the major thing.
And this is the thing, we need to have our children confident
Mm-hmm.
at home. So
Yep.
when they go
Definitely.
somewhere, they're not afraid. They're not looking down. They're not afraid to answer a
They
question.
ain't twerking
There's so
everywhere.
many kids. Yes, because you got to know who you are already. And the thing about it is, if I see it in you, I need you to see it in yourself.
Right.
But if I see the laying it down, or girl, I'm just over here depressed and going through it. Don't get me wrong. I know there are things that happen in life where you are going to be depressed about it. You are going to be grieving some things. You are going to be stressed out about some things. You may worry, but don't stay in that place for a long time. You got to pull yourself out and say, if he left me, guess what? I'm sure I was with somebody before I got with him.
Yep.
Somebody else gonna come through. And if they don't, I'm not gonna fall
Oh
apart
well.
because of that. I'm not. It's okay to be by myself. It is. It really is. People
It's
got to
really
you gotta know
it's
that
so
you are
okay.
enough.
And we should
You
never
are
give
enough
a
all
person
by yourself.
power over our life but God. Nobody has that kind of power over our life
Thank
but
Come
you.
God.
on, Regina.
For
Thank
real.
you.
Nobody has that kind of
Nobody
power.
has the power to dictate my life, to dictate how I'm going to
Where I'm
live, to
going,
dictate how I'm going to eat, sleep, or whatever. Like you said, and if somebody chooses to walk out, then you know what? That's your choice. But you think because you left, the ship is going to sink? What am I just going to say? I give up and I'm going to die? Heck no! I
Oh,
love myself more than that.
you must not know me if you thought that. You have no clue who I am if you think I'm gonna fall apart because you gone.
peace. And that's how,
Well,
and tell, if you start that with your kids at the
Yep.
very at young life, when people walk out of their life, they know how to handle it.
Exactly.
They don't
yeah.
they don't let people
Right.
determine. It's I love to see the videos when the children are speaking affirmations about themselves. They
Exactly.
Yes, don't
speak it.
you love
Oh, I
that?
fall in love with those, because speaking life into yourself is one of the best gifts you can give to yourself.
That's
That is
it.
really investing in you. And when you teach your kids how to invest in you, and when they
Mhm.
get in a tough situation, they remember those affirmations again. Those affirmations come back up,
Exactly. And you know
and
what? And they're not
they're
thirsty
not
for
sitting in the corner.
exactly.
They don't let people bully them, because they know who they are. They put them in their place. They let them know you got the wrong one. They stand up for who they know. When they know the answer, they raise their hand with confidence because
With
they know the
confidence.
answers. So it's such a big difference when you spend quality, but you got to spend that quality time with your kids. You
That's
got to
true.
spend that
Mhm.
time with them so that they can believe it for themselves. But if you just dropping your child off here, dropping them off there, Well, now they're confused. They don't know what they believe because
They
in this
really
household,
confused.
it runs this way. This household runs this way. Everybody households runs different. So when your kids are small like that, you got to take them in. You got to breathe into them and let
Life.
them know you're the best thing that has
Ever.
ever happened
Ever.
on life.
The same
Ever.
way that when somebody look, when little Mike takes his first steps, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
same way you cheer and accomplish when they do something as a baby, and don't stop that when they get older. You know, a lot of times you just stop celebrating your
Right.
kids for the accomplishments that they
You
do.
have to.
And you start, but you have to continue to pour into your kids. Do you see what I see, baby? I see you. I know you can be whatever you want to be. You can
Yep.
do whatever you want to do. I love that you are creative. I love
Right.
celebrate whatever it is
Celebrate.
that's in your child. Speak that life because you don't know what their future is going to be like, but you
At
need
all.
to be the number one cheerleader. But you also need to let them know to cheer for themselves, to believe in themselves, to know that they can get things done. When you're a baby and you're crawling, you don't even really know what you're thinking in terms of, but you know that from crawling, you see people walking, you want to walk. You see
Yeah.
people talking, you want to talk. It's something innately inside of you that
They
Exactly.
want some of your food.
everybody
They
else
don't
doing
want that
And
something,
you
milk.
you
should
can
be
do
the
it too.
and you should be the major role model in their life. Now nobody
Yes.
else. They need to see what you're what you're telling them is what you're walking. Because
Yes.
after a while they'll figure out who their own parents are. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? After a while they're
True.
going to they'll figure out who you are. So if you're telling me to do something and you're not even doing it,
Yes.
how can I believe in it if you don't even believe in it?
Yes.
But you're telling me to believe in it.
Yes, that's
You know what
just
I'm
like
saying?
the dancing, Regina. It hurts my heart to see these videos of these kids just
Oh,
twerking all over the
I
place,
know. Oh yeah.
cussing people out. Oh, that it does something to my heart.
Mhm.
Like just to see you're not even giving these kids an opportunity. You're
No.
pulling them like you're putting them in a place like this, and without them even getting a chance. Like they're twerking at 2, y'all. I mean, with Dapper still on, they still doing the little twerk dance. And mama and aunties and everything, like, look at her. Come on.
Yeah, she
They gonna
twerking.
get down and
But they ain't
twerk
gonna be
with
too
her.
happy when she bent over, spread out on the pole. Okay. They ain't gonna be too happy then when you're showing them what can we show our kids. That's one thing that I was very, very intentional about. Is one thing my boys weren't gonna have. Number one, they weren't gonna be thirsty. Number two, they weren't gonna have low self-esteem and they felt that they had to be less than a man. Because I always told myself, you know what, you have morals and values just like a woman does. Okay, you
Oh,
don't have
that
to
is so
accept
cute.
anything.
Chantel
That's
said, I teach my preschool 12 affirmations. I can do amazing things.
See?
I believe in myself. I am unstoppable. I never give up. I try my best. I'm strong. I'm helpful. I'm smart. I'm unique. I'm kind. I'm loved. I am enough. Come on.
And
Chantel.
Come on.
that
It's
is
a
So
so
lot of
mama's
important.
people
not
that
teaching it. Chantel said, I got you. Mama might not be teaching it, but when you come up in this
Yep.
room, when you come in my classroom, you're going to speak it.
Because you never know what a child needs. We don't know. We don't know what becoming these children and we
Chantel,
don't know
that
what they
is
need.
so beautiful.
that's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank
It
you.
is
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
because
Because,
telling a child, do you see what I see? I see this in you, and I need you to see it for yourself. I don't want to see the sitting in a corner, you can't get along, or being a bully, or being somebody that doesn't feel capable of learning.
That's
And
true.
when you put these affirmations in these children and they feel like I'm unstoppable, what do you think that does for them?
yeah,
Anything that comes into their mind, they're making it happen.
yeah.
So
They're going to remember that for life.
they're
They're
gonna
going
For
to be like,
remember
I
life.
that.
remember Miss Chantel used to tell us to say, I can do all amazing things. I'm smart. I am enough. They're going to remember this. But maybe, and that's why being a teacher, a coach, a leader to somebody is an important assignment.
Yes.
Yes.
God
Say
is
it.
trusting you
Even
with
now,
all these
even at
things.
the age you are now, get you a mentor that is going to pour
Yes.
into you, that is going to let you know that I'm not going to let you sit on these gifts.
At
I
all.
see too much in you. I'm not going to let you just sit
At
there
all.
and not do anything with your life. You know how many people have people in their life that are amazing
Yes.
and they don't want to do anything. They have this amazing gift to see how to organize things. They have this
Mm-hmm.
amazing
Oh, yeah.
gift to know how to see broken things and put them together and make them work. They have this amazing gift to go out here and, do things that other people don't have the stamina or the
Mhm.
courage or the intellect to do.
That's true.
Speak those things into people,
So
encourage them, pour into them. It doesn't cost you anything.
nothing.
Let me tell you what I see in you.
Yes.
And
Let
then
me
we
help
Greatness.
you.
And then what later in life, I know it's kids that I see now. Now I know what my grandmama never used to tell. Oh, that baby! I knew that baby was gonna grow up and be something. I knew
Exactly.
that baby used to
Exactly.
walk with her
You
head
see?
up.
See?
That I knew that. Now you doing the
That's
same
true.
thing. Like I
That's true.
remember that baby used to read
Exactly.
at 2 years old. I
Mm-hmm.
knew that baby was gonna do great things in life.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
maybe you
capitalize
don't
on
see it
that.
right that moment,
Yeah.
but keeps on going, and as
Yeah.
life keep going on, you'll look back and be like, I could see that in that child at day one. When I first met that baby,
Mm,
she was so polite, so kind,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
lovable, but stood up for herself. She had
that's
the
true.
confidence. She stood with confidence. So just but we can't just wait on parents. When we see the kids, we need to speak to them too. We get a
Exactly.
chance to speak life into them.
Cultivate that in somebody. When you see, I mean, you know what? We got to get into the mindset of, again, do you see what I see? If
Mm-hmm.
you see somebody who is dressed and they have pulled themselves together and they look good, say,
Tell
you
them.
know what? You look good today. You are
Yep.
beautiful. I love this. We
Yep.
Yes.
we act like we're scared to tell somebody to compliment other people.
Right.
It takes nothing from you to
And the
give
time they
somebody
took
a
to put
compliment.
into it. So you know what I'm saying? It took time for them to put into it to look the way that they looked on that day.
Absolutely. And sometimes people just feel like I ain't really did nothing. Stop that.
Yes,
You
Receive the
did.
and take
compliment.
it your responsibility. When you tell them how good they look, and they're like, "Girl, no, nope, I need you to receive." I said that
Yeah.
I see that you look beautiful, so I need you to receive that I see you beautiful. Chantel said one of
That's
my
right.
parents, one of my students' parents was at home saying their affirmation. The mother said her daughter was shy. She had blossomed. That she used to be pretty
Hmm.
much. She used to be shy, but now she has blossomed. All my students' first scripture they had to learn is, "Girl, this
That's
woman is
it.
in there teaching the word of God." She she said Philippians 4:13. Micah, I can do all things through Christ who which
All things.
strengthens all things. She
All
got them
things.
kids in there speaking the word of God,
Babies. Babies.
telling them
Foundational though.
they can
You're
do all
giving
things.
people a
Babies.
good foundation, Chantel. And shout out
That's
to
it.
you for
Where's
even
your
having the
preschool?
thought
Because my
process.
Could you
grandkids need to
imagine a
come in your
baby coming up to you
preschool.
telling you that, Sparkle? A baby coming up to you telling that, girl, I'd be like, wait a minute. Let me go and
Thank
receive
you.
this right
Thank you.
now.
Oh, you know this house love affirmation. So it'll be nothing because I remember when Alicia used to go to school. On our way to school, all we did was speak affirmations. And
There you
if we
go.
did, she'd be like,
And
"Mama,
look at her
we
now.
did,
And
Mama, we
look
didn't
at
do
her now.
our talk."
Yeah,
But look at her how she is now doing her thing,
that's true
on her
though,
own
Sparkle.
show.
You did. You didn't plan
Miss
that.
Phyllis said it's time to go. Look, we have officially went over. We have.
We have, and didn't even realize it.
But make sure when you see something in somebody,
Yes.
them know, because as I see you one way, I can
Yeah.
also see what you're not doing. I can
Mm-hmm.
also
That's
see how
true.
you're sleeping
Mm-hmm.
on your gifts. I can
Uh-huh.
also see how you're
Come on.
not walking into who you should be. You know what I'm saying? When you're with somebody that I know, that's why you don't even need to get into this. You
Yeah.
don't even need to hang out with these people because they're not bringing out the greatness in you.
Right. You're not
You know what I'm
benefiting nothing.
saying? What you're doing, you're trying to fit in, but you don't have to fit in. You're meant to stand out.
There you
Stand
go.
out.
I see
Say
what
it.
you're doing. Stop trying to fit in with these people who are trying to water you down. Get with people who want you to get out here and be all that you can be.
That it excites them to see you.
Yes.
It gives them a nudge just to see you grow. Thank you, Farika. Thank you for the awesome end of the show.
Thank you.
But we're gonna go on and get out here because we could go on. We in Magnet Monday, so we
Yeah.
speaking magnets all over us all day. Make it your business to speak affirmations over yourself. Go ahead and speak those magnets over yourself. And don't be selfish. Speak it to somebody else. Do you see what I see? Let them know. I see your potential. I see your greatness. Pull it on out. Make it our business all week to speak affirmations, not just to ourselves, but to everyone we come encounter of. Y'all have a blessed day. We will see you tomorrow. Reverend Pat's coming right behind us. Y'all have a blessed day. Don't look. And if you don't have nothing good to say, be quiet. Don't just keep it quiet. Don't go messing up somebody else's day. What Tabitha Brown said, say, don't come over here messing up somebody else's day.
Exactly.
But we believe God. Do you believe God?
Yes,
We believe
we
God.
believe.
We believe God. You believe God. Y'all have a phenomenal day. Love you.